Alright, this is my 31st session for my Master Duel Masochist challenge. I did make a small change since the last time, which was I took out Paleozoic Canadia, I took out Link Spider, and I put back in Kuebico, and I put in the Star Liege Paladynamo. So I decided to do that because my deck is actually pretty low on traps now. So I realized the chance I'm actually going to have the opportunity to bring back the Canadia as a normal monster is pretty low. And I thought we could give Kuebico a chance and see how well it actually works. I didn't really ever properly use it, so I thought we could give it a shot. And also the downside with the Canadia is that it technically does limit the extra deck space a bit. They kind of have to play Link Spider or something like it just to take advantage of the normal monster it creates. So without that, I don't have to worry about Link Spider, and then I was able to just slot in the new rank 4 here. And this one's not bad. Like, you target something, you turn its attack to 0 and you negate it. And if it gets destroyed, then it just draws you a card. But it's not bad at all. Like, I didn't really have any negates in the extra deck, so having one now is actually pretty good. It does take 2 lights, which we do have. Like, these are all lights here. And of course, Paragon is 2, but we can't use it. We can't summon it using Paragon, obviously. So, we can summon it. It is an option. Now, I might eventually slot it out for something else, but for now, it's fine. Like, there's definitely probably gonna be games where you do summon this and use it. I was also considering cutting Emerald, just because, like, the only reason I have this in here is to potentially recycle extra deck monsters or any, like, other important cards in the long run. But, like, the only time that actually has come up where, like, I even consider summoning this guy is against Crooked Cook Stall. And, like, even if I did, I guess, like, if they had an out for Pentastag, it could be good to reset it, but that's about really it, really. Maybe Cowboy. But, yeah, that's it. Hopefully I get a chance to actually test out Kuebico sometime. Because, like, in theory, the card's actually good. Let me go look at it real quick, so you guys know what I'm talking about. So, this is a trap. You activate it, summon it as an effect monster. And as an effect monster, it has this effect. Once per chain, when your opponent activates a monster effect on the field that targets a card you control. Quick effect, you can set this card back in the spell and trap zone. Negate it. And if that monster has the highest attack on your opponent's field, return it to the hand. So, this is just a easy way to, like, potentially continuously, like, compulse your opponent's monsters and just protect your own monsters from their targeted monster effects. So in theory, it's not bad. So hopefully it comes up. We're not going to be doing the dual trial, obviously, since it gives us a secret pack. We've been stuck in Plat 4, but maybe it is getting very close to the end of the month. So maybe we can actually hit Plat 30. It is possible. We'll see. Our opponent is Dice Master. We get to go first, that's nice. Well, now that I actually have a board breaker card in the form of the Clash of Souls, I forgot what it was called for a second. We actually going second's not as bad anymore, but this hand is certainly something. I guess we just set 4 pass, maybe they surrender. They see this nonsense and just surrender, maybe. I should have put this in the pendulum scale, but I mean, in theory, this is fine. Because this will go onto the field and then we can set it back in the spawn trap zone. We don't go by the really old like DM era rules where the trap monsters occupy both a spell and trap zone and a monster zone. That was always a little silly, I think. Send one red eyes. Okay. Okay. Red Eyes Fang with Chain. Okay, so this is just pure Red Eyes, then. Okay. I think I'm going to flip this early just in case it is Dragoon. Just in case. Gonna toggle on here for a second. It is Dragoon, okay, good. Because Dragoon, I'm 90% sure it's a dark, yeah. Okay. Now we're gonna summon out Kuepiko. And he might just target it. It'll be negated, but... Oh! It's non-targeting destruction. I never realized that. Okay. Shit. Well, we're probably just gonna lose her then. Whatever. I guess it'll save me my life points a bit. I always thought it was targeted destruction. So, I was gonna think, oh, he can just target this, and then I bounce it. It's easy peasy. Unfortunately not. And unfortunately the passive effects are still active on this. So that's going to be a bit of an issue. Okay, we have double Sage. What can we do? Okay. Ooh. This would be an out. If I had one more monster, I could make this an out. I just don't have it. We can't target it. And this targets... Yeah. Yeah, this would be like the best out. I just need like one more monster. Such a shame. I started out this duel with only one monster in the hand, and that always sucks. What's this do? Use the effect. Well, what the fuck is the effect? Yeah, let's take care of this now. Because if he gets that on the board, it's going to be a much faster clock. He might even kill me next turn, so we don't want that to happen. I need 3 monsters I can summon on next turn. Then I can potentially steal the Dragoon. Fuck. Yeah, he's gonna do it anyway, so then... What's the stats on that guy? 2,000. Okay, so we do live, barely. Barely. This is a dark? Okay. And this literally all depends on our top deck here. If we get a good one, or if we get a bad one, then we even if I get a good one, we probably still have a good chance to lose, because I'm still gonna have like a weak link too. I could link it off for Deco Talker Extended. Which is honestly probably what I'm gonna have to do. Oh, he's gonna go for the... Yeah, okay, we just lost. That's unfortunate. I just remembered something. Did I forget to... You know, let me go and check the VOD real quick here. I think I forgot to actually update my win-loss on like the last duel last time. Completely forgot about that. Let me see here. 430. Okay, no, I did update it. I thought I didn't. But looks like I did, okay. I'm going to leave my channel up anyway, just so I can see. Check it real quick if I have to. Alright, sorry about that. Fortunately, it was a loss. It is what it is. We just, like, mega bricked. And, like, I play 22 monsters. Like, it's not bad. Like, in theory, I should probably start the duel with, like, 3 monsters in the hand and, like, 2 spellless traps. But, like, that should be what it's like most of the time. And, like, a few times there'll be, like, 2 will be monsters. But, like, only having 1 monster is just so fucking brutal. Yeah, we have a nice going second hand here, because we have Clashing Souls. Clashing Souls is absolutely cracked. We might not even need it. If they're just gonna set. Is that their only move? Hopefully it is. Okay. Crystron. Crystron Smyger. Don't know why he set first. Think 1. Is this a bot? This might be a bot. Oh, Clockwork Knight. Okay. Usually, I would think you would pop the Smyger and summon a Tuner. Oh, you know what? This makes sense. This makes sense. I see what they're doing now. Because they can use this. They could send this, get Clockwork Knight. It's actually not too bad. They could also do that. Does this have to send a spell? You can send one face-up continuous spell you control the graveyard. It does have to send a continuous spell. Alright. Alright, they're just comboing off. Also, I haven't actually mentioned, like, the whole goal for this challenge. Which, for me, is going to be to at least hit Master. I don't want to hit top of Master. But I want to hit, like, Master 5. Very bottom of it. And if I do that, I'll feel very satisfied with myself. Like, Diamond definitely seems possible. I think legitimately, like, the only reason why Simo hasn't hit Diamond yet is just because he, like, honestly probably doesn't like playing Yu-Gi-Oh! That much, like modern Yu-Gi-Oh! So, like, he doesn't want to do, like, Masochist as much as, like, a lot of other people do Masochist. So, like, he just kind of holds himself back, funny enough. Also, give me a second, I'll be right back. This guy is going to just combo off for a bit. Well, never mind. I am not going to give it Clashing Souls. Clashing Souls is way too fucking good. So this is an Omni Negate. We'll start with this. Okay. He's not even gonna let me. Jesus. I don't think I don't think I'm gonna crack this board. Since negates can activate in the damage calculation, and you know he's got two of them. These are both lights, which is also annoying. Okay, I'm gonna try this. I have to activate the effect. I think they're gonna try to negate it, though. Because they're probably just gonna hit yes on everything, I imagine. The Genesis Birth. Really? FTK. Okay, I'm gonna set this. I'm gonna pass. Yeah, how's it going? How many FTKs today? No, there's been none. It's not that common. So far, it's just been this duel and one duel before it. Although my opponent has put up a bit of a tough board for me to deal with. I'm hoping Clashing Souls can come through here, but I have to be very smart about how I use this. Although, I'm not even sure if I survive this turn. We might just lose here anyway. Yeah. I think if he didn't also have the Regenesis stuff, we would have a small chance, but with the Regenesis stuff, I think that's a little too much for us to deal with. Yeah, sadly the Clashing Souls card is better if I use it if I'm going into a board that is a lot of monsters that are unaffected by card effects, rather than like a bunch of monsters that negate card effects. Because the negates can activate in damage calculation. Damn, GG. Yeah. Fortunately, there was not a lot I could do there. He had 2 negates, and he also had 2 very powerful traps as well. This is not a good hand, unfortunately. The defense on the globe. Pretty low. Guess we'll set this and set a bunch of other cards here. Yeah, unfortunately, like, the previous game, on top of all the negates he had, like, I didn't even get a chance to summon a monster in attack position, so I wasn't able to even use Clashing Souls there. Also, we're probably just gonna lose to this deck. Yeah, we're gonna lose to this, so I'm just gonna get out of here now. This is the newest deck in the game. It's very powerful. I know how it runs because I also played a bit. So I'm just going to get out of here, get to the next game, and hopefully this is one we can win. That's part of the challenge, though. I've been having fairly bricky hands here, unfortunately. I really need more cards that are, like, either easy special summons, or just also that are easy special summons, or, like, their normal summon just generates another summon from the deck or something. They're just a one-card XZ summon, basically. Stuff like Buzzsaw Shark, pretty good, or, like, stuff like the Exo Sisters are good, too. Since they also just are one-card XZ summons on my opponent's turn. If I get more cards like that, that's good. Raid Raptors are interesting. Now we got a bot here. Yeah, Raid Raptors are the kind of deck that does go into a big unaffected boss monster. But I don't have Clash of Souls in my hand, and the chance I top deck it here is 1 in 35. So that's pretty unlikely. But I think I'm still going to wait out and see if I just get a good top deck here, because if I do, maybe there's something I could do anyway. Another possibility is Leaf Place does get bigger the more cards he sends to the graveyard. I don't think they send that many cards to their graveyard compared to like some other decks. I don't think this will get big enough I can clear their big unaffected boss monster, sadly. But maybe it will. That's weird. I don't think they normally link that off. Oh, no, they do. I forgot that's what they do. They do link it off, yeah. Yep. Here's, like, their first form of the unaffected boss monster. Yeah. Unaffected by other card effects. And then they can rank it up, like, one more time. Just face punch harder, sadly. Sadly, I don't think we can face punch them that hard. Yeah, they would need to have... If I want to take care of this card, they would need to have, like, what? 18 cards in their graveyard? They're only at 7. And, like, they have some effects that will banish themselves out of the graveyard for cost. Evil Swarm Nightmare is also very good. I'm gonna shuffle back 3-2. I know they could still extend further, but they didn't, which is interesting. Yeah, we didn't draw anything too good here, so I'm just gonna surrender. If I did draw Clash of Souls, we would have some options here. Forgot, did I hit the lost button? But I forgot to. Okay, now I hit it. My hair's kind of sticking out here. Bothering me. I'm just not drawing good hands first. Well, I guess Condemned Witch is a one-card combo. I shouldn't complain about that. She's pretty good. I'm gonna activate Condemned Witch here. I'm assuming they're playing Kashtira. Because I've seen a lot of people do this. They use a kind of Pathfinder for Kashtira. Which kind of works. It's like a good budget option. Oh. Okay. Well, there's not much I can do about that. I could book it, I suppose, but doesn't really do anything for us, because that also negates it, essentially. Numeron Network. Okay. Numeron. Are they dark? I'm assuming they are. No, they're light. They're all lights. That's great. Yeah. This is actually my first time going against Numeron. Oh, they're actually making Goddess here, okay. Did not expect that. Okay. So this card's interesting. Basically, she's unaffected by cards unless they specifically target it. Target her. I don't have enough to beat over her. Well, I guess I can go for this anyway. Hopefully they don't have Ash Blossom. Because this does kind of thin the deck and generate me some advantage. Wow, okay. He had... This guy opened up with 3 Forbidden Droplets. That's crazy. That's actually fucking crazy. Jesus. Wow. Okay. And then he just activates this again, we lose. So I'm just gonna get out of here. That's unfortunate. We faced some very tough opponents at the start of today. Yeah, we got demoted, that's fine. We were actually pretty close to Plat 3. But all of a sudden we just faced a bunch of really tough decks. This guy's name is Silver. Hopefully he's easier. And also we've been kind of breaking a fair bit too, like... I have a good number of monsters. I got 22 monsters, but I've just been opening up like... only 1 or 2 most of the time. At least this makes a turn 1 rank 4, which is pretty good. Plus, Dragon's Mind is also good. We'll go for Michaelis. We'll detach you. Add Carpediven. Then we'll set this and set this. Flashing Souls is a bit worse if we're going first. But it's still potentially good there. Okay. I think I just had to hit this instantly. Gotta go, hope your luck improves me the harder the cards be with you, yeah. Unfortunately, they're playing Orchest, which is also... They got their new wave of support, so they're very powerful as well. Oh, did that stop them? That might have stopped... Nope, never mind. They're doing Mech Knights, too. Well, that makes sense, actually. That does actually make sense. It'll be nice to pull some of these Mech Knight cards, too. They're pretty good. Yeah, the Mech Knights, the Orchists, they all have, like, lore tie-ins, so they actually have some cards they share, which makes sense. Why he's playing a deck using both of these. Funny thing is, I always play around Mech Knights, and this is the first time I've actually faced them, funny enough. Monster Reborn. Fuck, he's just gonna grab that back, okay. So now he's just going to do like full combo, but I don't know why he went into the Mech Knights instead of Monster Reborn first. I can attack directly if it's the only card in its column. It's not, thankfully. Okay. He's got double Monster Reborn, basically. Wow, okay. If this card in the extra monster zone points to no monsters, it cannot be destroyed by card effects, also your opponent cannot target it. So why did he summon it to a zone that... Oh, he has to, right, I forgot. You can summon other card you control in this card's column to the graveyard, special summon Mech Knight monster from your deck in defense position. We should have put that there, shouldn't he have? Or is he cooking something else? Maybe he's cooking something else. Man, all these people opening it up with droplets kind of insane. That's actually insane. You fool! I'm gonna pop this. But that's not all. I'll use my Clashing Souls to clear your entire board! Although I'm probably gonna be worse off. Since I don't have that much good recovery. Well, if I can get a Link monster, that could be decent-ish. Maybe. This is just the prompt for the counter trap, right? Yeah. I'm gonna set this now, I suppose. If I had any decent recovery, we'd actually be in a good spot here, but sadly I have like no recovery. And this does come back for him, so he has already a big thing to beat me up with. 4,500 is gonna suck. We pull the Exorcister XZs. Yeah, I've had the Exorcister XZs for a while. But I don't have enough, like, main deck Exorcister cards, sadly. I only got, like, Ellis. That's about it. And I have Carpet Demon to pull off of the XZs, which is fine. I wish I had more, though. Yeah. Because, like, all the main deck Exorcisters, a lot of them are low rarity, and they are all just, like, one-card XZ summons, basically. Manifesting Triple Martha, I wish. Like, honestly, I'd be fine with even just having the low rarity ones. We just lost here. I've been, like, just not drawing monsters, like, whatsoever. Like, yeah, I have a fair number of spells and traps, but like, I still have 22 monsters, and like, I just don't see a lot of these guys. Like, I think last time I didn't see Wanghu at all, for example. And I never saw Deep Sweeper, I think, or like... I guess I saw this guy like one time. Like, I guess I could go even more monster heavy, but like, I still would have the issue that I just don't have that many special summons. Like, all the special summons I could do, I've already put in the deck. At least for like level 4s. Oh well. Okay, this is actually a pretty good hand here. This actually makes the rank 4. I've been like having really bad hands here that just didn't make any rank 4s whatsoever. Okay, this is... I'm assuming this... Oh no, it's FTK actually. It's FTK, but we have Chalice, so it's actually not bad whatsoever. Because we Chalice the Dragonar, and then he's kind of screwed over. If I didn't have Chalice in hand, I would just surrender. But thankfully, I do have Chalice. And, like, they always play the most tightest extra deck ever, so... They have no recovery if the FTK fails to go through. There's Numeron Dragon. Like, their only recovery is that they have a bunch of life points, basically. Now that gains 13,000 attack points, then they're going to tribute it off. I'm going to wait for them to activate first. Yep. They destroy it. I'll go just let that go through. Then I'm going to negate this. I want to have the materials off that before I do anything here. So he's going to gain a bunch of life points, but that's it. And this is either where they scoop or they try to last it out. I suppose there's actually a good point to letting them summon the monster that would do the damage to me, and then I chalice that instead, because then I can make Suship, run it over, pop this. Okay, they scooped. They don't have a lot of high attack monsters in my extra deck, but that's actually my first win today, so that's thankfully nice and easy. Thankfully, very nice and easy there. It's funny, I win against the FTK and then I lose every other duel. Hopefully we get something nice here, like anything that's like a one-card Z summon would be nice. A useful SR would also be good too. If we don't get scammed. We might have gone scammed. Switch point. Choose one monster your opponent controls, and your opponent sends either of the following to the graveyard. The chosen monster, the other monsters they control. Your opponent must control 3 or more monsters for you to activate and resolve this effect. Okay. I think that's kind of bad. It is generic, though. I'll give it that. Interesting, but kind of bad. A second copy of Infinite Antlion. Math Mech Induction. All Cypress monsters you control gain 500 attack. If you control Math Mech monster, it's just Math Mech support. I should change how I read these, because I'm kind of all over the place. So I think what I should do, I should read the name of the card and just kind of summarize it, I think is what I should be doing. Just some less all over the place with these. So like Switch Point, it is generic trap, but it's not one I think I will use. The Naturia Beetle is honestly just a bad Naturia card. Infinite Antlion's actually a good card. It's also a good hand trap, like a battle hand trap. If I were to make more of an insect-focused deck, I might use this card again. Switch Point would be really good if we assume the opponent doesn't read it properly, yeah. It's also got like a similar issue to the Get Out trap I used earlier, which is that by the time my opponent has 3 monsters on their field, or like multiple monsters on their field, like they're already hard comboing off, and like there's nothing else I can do by that point. Like this is just gonna be like a road bump. Whereas like if I have like a proper interruption on their first summon, sometimes that's more than enough to stop it, right? But this just says, like, this basically says, like, your opponent can combo off until they have 3 monsters, and then you can interrupt them, which isn't good in my opinion. Mathmech Induction is just Mathmech support. Mecha Phantom Beast Concoruda. This is a level 7 generic synchro. Tokens you control cannot be destroyed by battle or card effects. That's basically on every Mecha Phantom Beast, to be fair. If this card you control is destroyed by your opponent's card, either by battle or by card effect, and sent to the graveyard, you contribute all tokens you control. Target with level 4 or lower Mecha Phantom Beast monster in your graveyard, special summon that target. It's pretty bad, I feel. Yeah. Yeah, it's nothing that great. Oh! Oh my god, that's actually a really good Link monster. Holy shit. Finally happened. We finally got a good Link monster. It's finally happened. That's a good card. Yeah. So this is Mech Knight Crusadia Avermax. Link 4, you need 2+ monsters special summon from the extra deck. While this Link summon card is on the field, your opponent cannot target this card with card effects. Also, their monsters cannot target monsters for attacks, except this one. Once per battle during damage calc, if the card battles a special summon monster, quick effect, you can make this card gain attack equal to that opponent's monster's attack during that damage calc only. If this Link summon card you control is sent to your graveyard by an opponent's card, you can shuffle 1 card on the field into the deck. Really good. We got scammed on the SR? Yeah, we got upgraded to a UR. Yeah, that's very good. The only issue is that my deck can struggle to put out like 4 bodies, which I would need for this. Like, it even struggles to put out 3 bodies at points, so that's the only downside. But it's still very good, and I'm definitely going to put it into the deck. Soul Fist. Equip only to a Dragon Synchro monster you control. Red Dragon Archfiend equipped with this card is unaffected by opponent's activated effects. So this is mainly Red Dragon Archfiend support. Heroic Challenger Extra Sword. An Xyz monster that was summoned using this card as material gains this effect. It gains 1000 attack. Pretty meh. But this is very good. That's actually very good. I'm about to think about things here. I might just, like, swap the deck's focus to turboing out this guy. I might make a deck that's more focused on that, rather. Vivid Knight. During either player's turn, when the opponent targets exactly one Light Beast Warrior type, you control no other cards for an attack, or with a card effect, banish that monster you control until your next standby phase. If you do, special summon this card from your hand. Okay. Zolga. Alright, so Vivid Knight is just like a... it's a makeshift Time Thief redoer, I think, basically. Alright. So I actually have to think now, because I actually have a good length now to go into. Let me go ahead and add that into this deck, and then we're going to think about some other things. So let's go ahead and add you in here. I'm probably going to take out Emerald, because I've never actually summoned Emerald. It's only there, like, in case of emergency. So let's take out Emerald. And maybe I take a look at the Pile of Rocks, because I think the Pile of Rocks is actually probably the best deck for this. Because the theory for this deck is that we just run a bunch of rock cards, we get a bunch of like free special summons because of that. Let's see, rock. Let's see. Because we have two Seekers. I have two of these things. I also have Block Dragon, which is kind of insane. Do I have any other good rocks? What I'm going to do, I'm going to look up in the text search rock and see if there's anything here for that. There's Adamancipator Laputite. Bayer Rock Dragon. The monster you control or in your hand is destroyed by a battle card effect. You can special summon this card from your hand. If this card in its owner's possession is destroyed by an opponent's card, you can target one other dinosaur monster and or one rock monster in your graveyard to special summon them. I mean, this can also be pretty good too in this deck. This is like nothing, right? Yeah, this was kind of like nothing. This is also kind of nothing, too. This deck could be neat. The biggest issue with this deck is I don't have any easy way to search Block Dragon. I just have to hope I hard draw it or something. I'm gonna take out the Special Hurricane. Oh, we're gonna add in Succession. That's pretty good. I can add Pentastag. Pentastag's also good. I don't think I even have any darks in here that would get banished. Let's take this out, yeah. This would also be good, potentially. This does summon out 2 bodies. Do we have anything that generates tokens? Not a lot, not really. Token. That's in bookmarks. Let's see here. This makes 2 tokens, but it's a trap, so it's a bit slow. We do have Mecha Phantom Beast Tether, so that's pretty good. That's a pretty good normal summon. Grand Cicada. This card is special summon. This makes a token, but you have to special summon this card. Oh, and it also locks us. That's pretty bad. If this gets a Noble Arms equipped, it makes a token. This makes a token, but I think it locks you out of the extra deck, right? Yeah. Chubo makes tokens on my opponent's field. This doesn't make any tokens, does it? No, it doesn't. Oh, except tokens. That's why it's showing up. This has to inflict battle damage. We have boss stage. What's this do? Okay. I don't think we have like any of the big ones except like a few of them maybe. This makes a lot of tokens, but it's only on my opponent's turn. Maybe it works? Oh yeah, this makes a lot of tokens, right? But I don't think it... I think it locks me, except, yeah, it locks me into water synchros, unfortunately. We have Taya. I don't think we have the other Sword Soul cards. Does this make a token? You can discard 1 card, special summon token. But it does lock me. I guess in theory, Dogu can search Block Dragon now that I think about it. I guess we do have a way to search it. It's just very slow. So that does technically search it. It's just so slow. But I mean, the games we win are the slow games anyway, so it's probably fine. This makes 3 tokens, but we can't use this. This is from the starter deck. Gallon Granite at home, yeah. Basically. Is there actually... Hold on, let me see. Maybe there is a filter for this. Let's see. No, there isn't. It's not that in-depth, sadly. Maybe I favored it. There's like some cards I think I got that's like change this card's level by 1 to 3, then know the cards from the top of your deck equal to that result, or something like that. Pretty sure there's a Rock Foolish Burial trap. There's also a Foolish Burial for rocks as a spell. Like, it has something to do with Fossil Fusion, I think. Miracle Rupture. Yeah, there's Miracle Rupture. But I have not pulled any of these cards. I pulled the high-end, like, Fossil Fusion-related cards. Not this, though. No. Okay. They have, like, so many different wordings for this sort of effect. I have no idea what to even put for this. I don't really have much here to even want to send. If I did use this, I mean, it is potentially a free special summon. Oh yeah, I forgot I have this card. How many Light Swords do I have? I don't think I have a lot, though. Sadly, I don't have much. Let me see. I think it might be Cupid something. Cupid something, maybe. Cupid... It's Cupid Volley. Yeah, this is it. I could run something like this, maybe? And, like, hope I mill some good cards off of it? Like, in theory, that is possible. How many cards do I want in the graveyard? There's... This, and this. Has to be sent there by an opponent's card effect. Like 3. I could add in the revival golems. Put it up to like 6. Oh, it'd be like 5, because I think I have 2 of them. I think I got 2 of them anyway. Let me check. I have 2 of them, yeah. I don't have any other Magnet Warriors I could even pair with that, even if I wanted to. I'll put a Link Spider, I guess. Oops. Not a rock. I could take out something in here. Probably not. I'm probably not gonna ever summon this card, I imagine. Well, I'm probably not gonna summon this card either, to be fair. Probably this one even less. Do I have anything here I could use? It leaves the field spell zone. This has to have a fusion in the graveyard. That's not gonna work out. Oh yeah, I forgot I got this card. Make a Masterful, Zen Master Drool. How are you doing, Zen Bad? I actually got some good cards here. I forgot about that. I mean, that's a better Synchro 6 anyway than that is. I don't have to use something like that. Earth Warrior. I don't think I have any. Yeah. That locks me to Gimmick Puppets. The OG Menace Goyo, yeah. I could... I think I have... Yeah, I got another Magispector. I think this kind of works together. I was thinking maybe I could make this sort of a weird Pendulum Rock deck, maybe? That tries to turbo into Mech Knight. Avermax, or whatever his name is. Crusadia Avermax, yeah. Maybe that kind of works, actually. That might actually kind of work out now that I think about it. Let me give that a shot. That actually could work out, now that I think about it, because I do have Exceed the Pendulum, which would make Link climbing pretty good in a pendulum-focused deck. So maybe I try that. That could actually work out fairly good, I think. Yeah. This is a light? Okay, that is a light. The Xyz Pendulum Synchro Fusion? No, Zen. Just Pendulum Synchro Links with rocks. Let me go ahead. Yeah, I think that probably will work out the best, funny enough. Let me take out some cards in here. Do I even have any extra cards with 2500 attack? Or 2500 defense? I have Stardust Dragon, I suppose. So I suppose it's fine if we keep this in here. I might just take this out. Take this out, but I'm gonna put in Final Clash. What'd you say about my mother? No, Zen. That was Clash of Souls, not Final Clash. And we're not gonna play this because we don't have the card that goes with that anyway. I might take this out. Okay. Now I'm gonna do something I hate, which is look at pendulum cards and try to figure out which ones I want to use. Actually, before I do that, let's add Exceed the Pendulum into the deck. And think of something to cut. I should also take a look at what synchros I have, because I never look at the synchros I have. I mean, this card isn't actually that bad. Maybe I cut out this? This is just such a good Synchro 6. Especially since so many of the cards in here are, like, Earth anyway. It probably would work out. You should look at the Synchros? No, Zen, you're insane. Let's see. Maybe I cut out this card just because it kind of sucks. It doesn't do much on its own. Do I have anything else good in here? I think I'll probably take this out, maybe. Maybe. That's probably fine what I have in here. What's this do? Monsters with less attack than this card cannot attack. Also, neither player can activate the effects of face-up monsters on the field with more attack than this card. Actually not that bad. Card in your position is destroyed by your opponent's card and sent to your graveyard. You can target one tuner and one non-tuner monster in your graveyard with the same type and attribute as each other. Add them to your hand. Not bad. Let's see, what should I take out from this? It's actually kind of pretty tight on these. I might take out this just because it kind of sucks. And it won't even be a target that can be fetched off of this anyway. Alright. These are all fine. I might cut out this and this just to have more pendulums in here. God, pendulum cards. Alright, let's take a look at pendulums. What's some good pendulums I got? This one's a good one. This also special summons itself, right? You can special summon this card to your main monster zone in the same column. Yeah, that's pretty good. Worst case scenario, this is just free special summon. That's pretty good. It's also low scale. I have a lot of low scales here. Harmonizing Magician? I'm like so bad with pendulum cards, so just give me a second here. Yeah, it's... Cannot be special summoned from the extra deck, cannot be used as material for a Fusion Seeker or Xyz summon. Well, we're probably going to use it as a link material, so that's fine. When this card is Pendulum summoned from the hand, you can special summon one Magician Pendulum monster from your deck. That's pretty good. It negates effects, also banishing when it leaves the field. That's pretty good. Also good high scale. Yeah, let's go at it. This is the Magician. It's a 5 scale. I mean, honestly, as long as it's above 4, that's probably good enough to be realistic. Can't be used as synchro material except for the synchro summon of a dragon synchro monster. This card is used as synchro material. Unless all of the synchro materials are odd eyes monsters, place this card in the bottom of the deck. If this card is in your hand or graveyard, you can target one level 7 or higher odd eyes monster you control. Reduces level by 3 if you do special summon this card. Let's see, you have a Magician card in your other pen scale. Pen zone, destroy this card. Okay, so it's never going to be like a good pen scale anyway. Yeah, 3 for low and 5 as high as possible, yeah. Let me see what I have for Magicians. Dragon Collar Magician. Once per turn, you can make this card become Dragon type. Level 7. Monster that has Fusion Synchro or Xyz summon using this card in the field as material gains this effect. Card type Battles of Dragon, but it doubles, okay. Once per turn, you can target one face-up monster in the field and becomes Dragon type until the end of your opponent's turn. Okay. I have Timebreaker Magician, which has a decent monster effect. I don't know what the Pendulum effect is. Actually, it's got more effects. When this card is Pendulum summoned from the hand, and other cards are Pendulum summoned at the same time, you can make this card's attack become double. And then the other effect, once per turn, you can target one monster in the field, banish both it and this card from the field until your next standby phase. Is pretty good. Each turn, the first Pendulum monster you control that would be destroyed by an opponent's card effect is not destroyed. That's pretty good. Pretty good. Stargazer. Once per turn, when exactly one other Pendulum monster you control and other cards is returned by your hand to an opponent's card effect, you can special summon one monster from your hand with the same name as that returned to the hand. The monster effect of a Pendulum monster you control battles, your opponent cannot activate spell cards until the end of the damage step. Unless you have a Magician or Odd Eyes card in the other pen zone, that's pretty bad. So maybe Timebreaker? I mean, this is a tuner, which is neat. That could be good. Maybe I just do, like, both of these, I suppose. Just for extra pendulum scales. I think I might have... Let me see. What do I have? I think I might have, like, pendulum call or something, maybe. I might have that. I do. I have Pendulum Call. Discard one card, add 2 Magician Pendulum monsters with different names from your deck to your hand. I do have that. Also, until the end of your opponent's next turn after this card resolves, Magician's cards in your Pendulum zones cannot be destroyed by card effects. Okay. Yeah, that's pretty good. I'll have to think of some other cards I might want to cut. Maybe I cut out Regenesis? Well, no, I'll keep Regenesis, but I might cut out this. Because I'm not going to be going for a 2500 as often then. So I'll probably cut this out. Anything else here good? Interesting. That gives you an extra Pendulum summon potentially, but it's very slow. Face up Magician Pendulum Monster card leaves your monster zone or Pendulum zone. Add 1. That's actually not too bad. Hold on, let me read this fully. Your opponent cannot target spellcaster monsters you control with spell cards or effects. If a face up Magician Pendulum Monster card leaves your monster zone or Pendulum zone, add 1 Magician Pendulum Monster from your deck to your hand. That's pretty good. Since that just kind of +1s me a bunch. Maybe I just run all the Pendulum Magicians I can, then? In theory? Maybe. I have, like, no idea what I'm doing with this shit. Okay. Send up to 3 cards from your hand to the graveyard. Draw that many cards, then you can special summon up to that many monsters from your hand with different names that are Performant Pal monsters, Magician's Pendulum monsters, and or Odd Eyes monsters. But they have to be between the pendulum scales. I feel like that's gonna be a bit iffy. Maybe? We have 2 copies of this, so maybe it's not too bad to dig deeper. Actually, not too bad, maybe, because if I do run these cards anyway, fuck it. I have 2 copies anyway. I'm gonna go deep into the pendulums. I'm gonna go crazy about them. Let's see. Because this, in theory, is also like deep draw, which could go into get us to block dragon faster, in theory. So this is actually kind of working out, in theory. So what does this need even? Perform a Pal Magician, Odd Eyes. I have some Odd Eyes. I actually have this guy. I have this guy. It's also not too bad, actually. Magician. What's this card, actually? Whatever. I missed it. I guess we just add the whole thing in. We add every card that works with this in theory and see how it works. Maybe it'll work out. I have like literally no idea what I'm even doing. I'm just gonna toss in everything here and just see if it works out. This also like is a free special summon too, right? Oh, only if my opponent controls a monster. Okay. Mage. If it worked in the arc of the anime, it should work in Plat 5, yeah. This doesn't have anything to do with Performance House, sadly. Fusion summon one dragon-type fusion monster from your extra deck using monsters you control as fusion materials? Maybe that actually comes up. Once per turn, when a fusion monster is special summoned to your side of the field, you can special summon face-up Odd Eyes Pendulum monster from your extra deck. Interesting. I'm just gonna toss in all this shit and figure it out. I mean, that's a lot of fucking pendulums there. But let me take a look. How many spells and traps do I have? So I have 5 spells and traps. Well, 5 traps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 spells, so that's 15 total for those. If I take out maybe some of these floodgatey monsters, we can cut down on the deck size a bit. We're down to 47 now. I could maybe take this out. We don't really need that in there anymore, I think. With the direction we're going for this. I like how he transitioned from enabling block drag to enabling pendulums. Well, the idea is we enable pendulums to enable a lot of special summons to enable going into this big guy. And this is also like a maybe a deep draw card, so maybe we just deep draw into block dragon anyway. So maybe that works out. Maybe. How many pendulums do I have here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. We have 16. How many high scales do we have? 1, 2... I'll count that as high. 3, 4, 5. We have 5 high scales. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We have a lot more high scale. I mean, we have a lot more low scales. Sorry, was what I meant to say. We need high scales.
I said, sit.
Bah.
Alright. Only for carrots.
Aw, I forgot this card is actually a pendulum too. It's kind of a bad one though, I think. You can pendulum summon level 4, you can pendulum summon this face-up card from your extra deck, you can detach one material, place this card in your pen zone, then you can add one pen monster from your graveyard to the extra deck face-up. Turn the monster zone is destroyed by battle or card effect, you can place it in the pen zone. You can target one Xyz monster you control, attach this card to it as a material. Okay, yeah. It's not that great. We need high scales. High scale. That's based on Xyz, which we aren't going to do much of. I'm going to order this by rarity. When a Yasunju monster you control declares an attack. I mean, I could also run this in the deck, in theory, but I don't have any way to pendulum some of this now that I see this level. It's stupid high. I don't think I'll use this. That has no pendulum effect, okay. Abyss Actor. Not pendulum summon monsters instead of Abyss Actors. No thank you. DD Evil. Once while this card is in your pen zone, when your opponent pendulum summons a monster, you can activate this effect. This turn, that pen summon monster cannot attack, and its effects are negated. Okay. Symphonic Warrior DJJ. If this card is no more special summon, you can special summon Symphonic Warrior monster from your deck and face on defense, except Symphonic Warrior DJJ, or if Symph Amplifiers in your field zone, you can special summon one instead. Once per turn during your main phase, you can flip one face down defense position Symphonic Warrior face up. If a Symphonic Warrior monster's effect is activated, you can special summon this card from your pen zone. Okay. I don't think I have like any other cards for it though. Nope. We need high scales. I guess this is a high scale that has like no relevant effect. That's a high scale, but it's going to lock us into Cleese. This is a high scale. And it locks us. This is a high scale. Once while this card is in your pen zone, you can negate an activated card effect that targets another Dynamist. It's irrelevant. This is a high scale. It's generic, right? Yeah. I guess we could use this. Magister of Endymion. Time a spell card is activated, place one spell counter. You can move 3 spell counters, special summon both this card from your pen zone and one face-up monster from your extra deck. You can place a spell counter on it. If you do, place one. Okay. We can't really use that. She's a high scale. It's like a nothing effect. Well, you have a spellless trap card in your graveyard. This card's pen scale becomes 4. That's pretty bad. What do I cut? How many rocks do I have? Or Seeker, anyway. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 7. Okay. I guess I'll take out the Magispectors. And maybe your Genesis Dragon. This is gonna be such a weird deck. Actually, what's this card still doing in here? Take that out. I guess... Yeah, how many cards of these are dark? Honestly, not that many. But for the main deck, there's quite a few darks here. Maybe I take out the mirrors. Maybe Closed Forest. We'll see how this runs, I guess. I guess we'll see how this runs. We'll see. I'm gonna see how this works. I have no idea why I'm doing this deck. The idea is we just turbo out Magnet Crusadia Avermax. And we're gonna use... Oh, it's Wooly. Okay. We're gonna use Exceed the Pendulum for advantage and stuff. Which is why I've included all these pendulums in here. I might cut out... I might just switch entirely to... Are you kidding me? Oh, did I not switch the deck? I forgot to switch the deck. That must have been it. That's why. I mean, this is a free one. I can't give this up. I mean, normally it's a free win, but I'm just gonna summon out Paragon. Maybe Wooly's got nothing. If it blows up, it blows up. That's fine. Let me think. Yeah, honestly, it might just be better if I just go full Pendulum. It might just be better if I do. I only have 7 rocks total. I have like 8 rocks actually, I think. So like 7 rocks for Seeker. That's fine. Maybe we'll go rock heavy in the future. My brain first went to like, how do I gain a bunch of advantage? And like, it went to the rocks first, but then I realized after thinking a bit, I have Exceed the Pendulum, which does actually do a fair bit for advantage, in theory. Okay. We have game on Wooly now. We have game against Wooly. We just make Redoer and he's got nothing that threatens us. We'll set this though, just in case. So actually it's probably gonna negate me more than anything, but honestly Redoer alone is probably fine. I've never lost a duel to Wooly, so we should be fine. He's just a robot. Draw card's nice. Let's go ahead and draw. In the deck. Go battle phase, attack. For a whole 100 damage. Set these two. Yeah, now that I think about it, I think I'm probably just going to do pendulums instead of trying to mix pendulums and rocks. Resonator insect. He's attacking the bigger one. He has no insects to add. I don't need to do that, but I just felt like it. We'll just go battle phase attack. Alright, thank you for the free win, Wooly. Wait, if we gotta switch out my deck. Nope, did I hit the win? I don't think I did. I didn't, okay. Alright, well, a win's a win. We'll take it. DD patrol plane. Okay. Just summons itself back. Beware the White Forest. I've pulled this before, actually. Fusion Destiny. Not a bad card. I wonder if I have anything I could even summon off this, because I could use this as an easy way to get the fusion requirement done in the proficiency test. Majesty with Eyes of Blue. Pretty bad. Just stops opponent's monster from attacking. Cards in your hand. Virtual World, Roshi Lao Lao. Okay, this is... We can't run this because we don't have enough Virtual Worlds. Sage of Wisdom, Himmel. You can discard one spell, special summon this card from your hand. It's okay. Zephyr Path. You need Zephyr cards, Zephyr support. Cataclysmic Circumpolar Chilblania. Interesting. If a face-up water monster you control is destroyed by battle or by opponent's card effect, you can special summon this card from your hand. Then you can summon a random card from your opponent's hand to the graveyard. Interesting. Okay. Nothing too useful here. Except maybe Fusion Destiny in the future. Alright. Yeah, we're just gonna call this End Pile now. You just cut out the rock stuff. She seems good once we pivot to waters. She could be, but she's slow is the thing, and the downside. Let's see. Add back the Magispector stuff. I guess I could add this in as a high scale, maybe? Sure. Just gonna be so much pendulums. Do I even have any other Lunalites? I have like none. Now I want to add a few just generic special summon cards I could add. Let me check what I have favorited. And just put in special summon. Could use that. I mean, this is technically a free special summon I could just use, I guess. I paid 2k, which kind of sucks, but... Free special summon. Sage is mostly free. Did I not add Mapura? Did I really not add Mapura to this? Really? Wow, hold on. I did not favor this. Wow, okay. Sage. We could add you. Can't special summon this. But maybe I could run it in this deck? I'll think about it later. We could Penti guys and normal it? We could, yeah. I guess I'll add it. Yeah. Just to have a strong floodgate. Maybe I run the hedgehog? I guess I could run the hedgehog and then like run a few ignites. That technically works out, right? Yeah. Ignites and like something else. Same type, attribute, and level. So I would need like a fire warrior. I don't have the level 3 ignite? That sucks. Fuck. Yeah, that does suck. What pendulums do I have that are normals? This one's a normal. Pendulum normal. That's exactly what I want to game. Damn it. I'll have to check through it one by one, I guess. I guess it's like the only good target I have for that sort of thing. So we'll put this in here. We need a light dragon level 3. There has to be something for that. Wow, there's only 2 cards in the game for that, apparently. Never mind. Okay. Huh. That kind of sucks. How many level 4s do I have? Oh, that shows the level there. I guess there's a fair few. So I could add the other Sage stuff. Do I have a lot of darks? Not really. I guess I'll add back in 1 copy of the mirror. We could try this out. In theory, if we make Exceed the Pendulum, we can get to Avermax, so that's pretty good, right? Actually, I guess we do need a Link one, but we don't have anything for that, really. I don't think we do. We would have to use a Link 2 for it then, I think. Which kind of sucks. Or... Actually, no. We could, in theory, special summon something from the extra deck. But it could be a Pendulum, too. Okay, so in theory, I could, like, make a Link. Then I do the Pendulum Summon. And then I leave whatever card I Pendulum Summon from the extra deck on the field. Make Exceed the Pendulum Summon. Then that plus whatever goes into Avermax. I guess we could add a lot of the... I guess we do add the Ignites, actually. Especially the lower level ones. I think a lot of the ones top out like 5-ish. Maybe I could get away with this for a few. Then what did I take out? We don't have shit for the hedgehog, so I take that out. Forgot about that. This isn't really doing anything but being a high scale, so we could take this out. I guess... I guess the Valence, these ones are actually kind of bad now that I think about it. Maybe you could pop her up, it's a -1. I guess we do. Because the whole reason I put them in there was to dig deep for Block Dragon. Yeah. Maybe I just added some good spells and traps. I could use this to search and ignite. I could do that. And then that way I get a Link Spider more easily, so I can make a Avermax with an Exceed the Pendulum plus a Link Spider. We could do that. Guess I toss that back in. Maybe another copy of that? Sure. Okay. Maybe, you know what, I'll just go to ranked and we'll see how this goes. I was gonna say maybe I test this out, but let's just go straight to ranked, fuck it. But I do need to change the deck before I forget. Change decks, here we are. I also still have a bunch of sinkers in here. I mean, I do have some tuners, right? Because a couple of these cards are tuners. This is a tuner. These ones are... I guess we could keep them. I'll figure out what levels are common, then what to cut after that, I guess. That's going to be a big experiment. And this deck's gonna be so fucking weird. Well, Vanity's Ruler would be nice if we went first. But I don't think I have any way to get to it in this hand, even. Yeah, these are both high scales. And we can't even special summon it. How many spells and traps am I running? 3 for 5. Apriline? Yeah, it's Apriline. 8 plus 6, that's 14? Soul Servant. Verte Anaconda. The only stuff I've done with pendulums before was just like turboing out Cleaford Towers. That's my only experience with pendulums, but I think I kind of have to go with this because Exceed the Pendulum and Exceed the Pendulum is just an easy way to get into Avermax, it feels like. Although we probably lose this duel. Probably. He's playing Dark Magician and Dragoon. He's all out on the Dark Magician, jeez. So he's got Eternal Soul as well. Okay. I guess we normal summon Bunbuku. Activate the effect. The good thing is this guy can't be targeted. So if he flips Eternal Soul now, we're still fine. Same for this guy. No pendulum effect on them. I guess we could scale. We're probably gonna get fucked here, honestly. He's just gonna flip Eternal Soul and just like banish this instantly, I bet. Yeah, okay, we just lose, yeah. Yeah, he actually read the cards, fair enough. Although probably negating the leaf place was a bit overkill, I think, but... Let me think about something. I also had an idea. Do I have the magic key cards? I don't. Except this one. Omega Black. They're making me go first, which is interesting. Another Vanity's Ruler. Alright. See. I don't think I could do anything with this. Yeah. Generally, I can't do anything with this. Okay, that's terrible. Ah, Monarch. I'm just gonna get out of here. Go second Monarchs is interesting. I think I had to work on this a bit more. Um, do we have any card draw? Nope, not really. I guess maybe I run these instead of some of these other worse cards. We're gonna run the Magicians for sure, because I think that's probably the best. What's this even do? Maybe. Dude, this scale is so bad, I should probably just take this out. Same for this one. At least this way, these cards can at least special summon themselves out from the pen zone. I'm going second. And they're low scales. They're low enough scales, so they're not too bad. Yeah, I basically have to run all the Magicians because of this card, so... Fine. I guess we'll cut those out, see how this goes. The other issue is just that I don't get Pendulum. Well, I've just drawn Vanny's Ruler every time. That's kind of insane. Are they doing Malice? They might be doing Malice, given their icon. Flower Cardian. Okay. I might also just have to cut, like, a lot of the spells and traps, maybe? I have no idea what Flower Guardians do. But he summoned 4 off of that, which is kind of insane. They're all negated, so I'm not going to bother reading them. I guess I'll check if they have graveyard effects. They have no graveyard effects. Okay. draw one card show. Then if it's a Flower Cardian, look at the top 3 cards of your opponent's deck, then place them on the top or bottom. The deck in any order. He's looking at my deck and thinking, what the hell is this shit? So you can make a Synchro 9 or a Synchro 7. Or I guess a Synchro 10 even. Maybe it gets to treat itself as a different level? That's only Synchro. That's Synchro 6, yeah. I guess so. You can treat them as level 2s. Okay, that's why. Flower Cardians are so terrifying. They do a lot of stuff, but I don't feel like reading them. Yeah. I have no idea what they do. Once per turn during your main phase, you can draw one card, and if you do show it, then if it's a Flower Cardian, you can summon it. And you can attack directly this turn. You activate this effect, skip the draw phase of your next turn. Whereas you use a Synchro material, you can compute it, and all of your Synchro materials that have a level as level 2 monsters. Okay. He's got a full board of these guys, and I have no idea what they do. Huh. Like, I think they just, like, draw cards, but they don't have any, like, threatening effects, from what I remember. Right? Yeah. He's got, like, this full board of cards, but he can't summon anything but Flower Cardians. Okay, is this their boss monster we're gonna see now? No, it's another copy of this card. Okay. Okay. I have no idea what he's doing. I'm just gonna try to summon Punzite and Abyss Actor extras, and then summon Vanity's Ruler. And just start picking apart their board next turn, I guess. He's got so many cards in hand, jeez. Why does he have reinforcements of the army? What's that for? Oh, they're warriors? What? These are supposed to be warriors, I guess, apparently. He's got 12 cards in graveyard, oh my god. Now he's gonna have 13. I'm thinking about it. I think I might have to cut a lot of the spells and traps, honestly. I might just have to. Since if I think about it, if I have a 5-card hand, I have 2 pen scales, I special out everything out, right, for a pen summon or whatever. then that's literally everything. He just did it again with this card. And he returned it back to the extra deck so he could do it again. Is he just gonna... He's just gonna do it again! He keeps on just doing this over and over again. He's got 9 cards left in deck, oh my god! Is he gonna... Like, what's the point of the deck? Is he gonna FTK me? Is that it? I don't get it. I just honestly don't get it. He's got 20 cards in the graveyard. It's insane. Legitimately, I just have no idea what he's doing. He's just gonna summon her out again, right? Hello, Pervert Vetra. We're going against Flower Cardians, I have no idea what they do. Desynchro. Okay. He's just drawn like his entire deck. And like done nothing else with them. You can call me Vetra or V for short? Okay. How's your day been, V? I have no idea what... What is this deck's purpose? Oh, well he's got Exodia. Fair enough. You know what? Sure, that's fine. Yeah, I think we're gonna cut more spells and traps. Like, I don't need this as much. Now that I think about it, because this is untargetable anyway. So it's kind of good to avoid stuff with that as is. We could toss in 2 more pendulums, I guess. I guess we'll just add ignites. I think I'm still pretty low on the high scales. Okay, I literally have no other performance cards. I guess we'll add this in, sure. We'll just check for like high scales to see what we have. This locks us. Sure. I think this doesn't work if you have spell and traps in the graveyard. Yeah. Like, the rest of this doesn't really work. I guess this works. Sure, we could add this in and this in too. Take out something else, maybe. I guess we could take this out. We don't need it. Rest this stuff. I kind of want to have some normal pen scales just so that this is online more often. This is an 8 scale. It has an actual effect on it too, so I guess we'll keep it. I guess I'll go down to 1 mirror and call that good. We'll see how this works. If I ever get the chance to. I could test it out in... Well, I only have a little bit of time left, so I'm going to do one more duel and that's going to be it. Yeah. This is going to be my last duel. Okay, we gotta go first. Okay. This is good for pen scale since we could set that to the pen scale and then summon it itself out later. This is the high scale. I can pendulum summon now. The issue is I could go into Link 2 and then what? I could summon this off for Link 3. And that's about it. Or what I could do, I could summon this out, and I'm gonna summon this out. Make Link Spider? Then they'll have one more material that way. And then I could summon this out. Bait out a negate. Okay. Why can't I make it there? Does this have to be in the extra monster zone? Weird. Activate it. Add back Scion. And then I can make this. Oh, I guess... Does it need effect monsters? Oh, it does need effect monsters. That's partly... That is the issue. You're right. I thought I just needed pendulum monsters. I guess we'll pass on this, see if it works. I mean, I made him. I made the guy. Okay, 6 samurai. They do have a monster negate. Maybe I should have said clashing souls, but then they probably would have had a spell trap negate too anyway. I think the level 6 synchro is the monster negate. He's setting. Which some people set before they get to the battle phase, which is a bad practice. I believe this is the monster negate. Yes. I've never seen anybody run this card before, ever. He's setting more cards, okay? Okay. I could pen summon 2 guys out. What do I even have? I don't have any tuners. I could make Deco Talker extended. Well, you can't point to it, which is unfortunate. Yeah. I forgot this has the effect you can special summon when pen monster. I guess I could... Oh, you can choose something else for it to die, right? Yeah. Do I have any... I don't have any easy way to get some burn damage in. I guess I'll do this. Bait out negate. He's gonna negate this. He kind of has to. Well, can he only set the pendulum scale once? Huh. Where's that effect of the card? Huh. Why can't I set this pen scale? That's probably fine, whatever. We'll just attack into it. Now I'm going to set this. Now he's going to target it. Turn it to the hand. Is it just like a rule you can't set the pendulum scale multiple times? I'm still trying to figure out why I couldn't put this here. There's just so much shit I don't get about pendulums, honestly. So I was gonna try to bait this out, and then just summon it out again anyway using this. And I was gonna do like another attack using Clashing Souls to clear his board. But now he can clear it in battle, which fucking sucks. I don't... Let me look up... I honestly need to look up how the pendulums works. Because I don't know if it's just a rule that you can't set the pendulum scale again after you set it once that turn. I don't know if that's a rule or something. Now you can just beat it over, which really fucking sucks. Yeah, that sucks. He's just gonna activate that and then I lose it anyway. I don't get. I thought you can, because then like there's cards that search. Yeah, I don't get why I couldn't use that as a pen scale. I don't get it. I don't get the shit. I don't get pen. Well, anyway, that's gonna be the last duel anyway. I might test this out like offline or something, but that's gonna be it. Yeah. Let me see. There's anybody I want to raid today. Otherwise, I might just end it here. I don't know, but I don't think it's due to scales. I don't know. I was going to set that as a pen scale because I only did the Scion stuff, the Valence, to like bait out his negate, and I was gonna summon out some more guys and then use Clashing Souls to clear his board. Like you can definitely set more than once. I don't get why it didn't let me do that. Because it did end up mattering there for the game, which kind of sucks. We probably got locked out or something. I mean, it locks you out of the main deck, but I was going to summon from the extra deck using the pen summon. When you pendulum summon, do you have to summon something from the hand? Is that how that works? Although even then, it shouldn't lock me out of putting it as a scale, right? During your main phase, you can special summon this card to your main monster zone in the same column. Also, you cannot special summon non-Valence monsters for the rest of this turn, except from the extra deck. So, I mean, I was going to summon them from the extra deck, so that should have been fine. I don't know. Oh, it's because... Okay, I get it now. It's because his Shogun, you can only activate one spell a turn. I guess that also counts for pendulums. I didn't realize that. Yeah, that's what it was. It was his Shogun card. Great Shogun Shien. That was the issue. This guy. Yeah. I didn't think about it, but I guess they would count as spells, so yeah. I guess if I just pendulum summoned, it would have worked out probably. I didn't think of that. Oh well. Alright, well, like I said, I'm going to end it here. Let me see. Oh, there's nobody I want to raid, so let's just end it here. That's going to be it for both YouTube and for Twitch. Alright, see ya. See ya as well. And I'll see you all later as well. I'll probably stream again tomorrow. But yeah. Thanks for stopping by, and I hope you have a nice day. Bye-bye.